Here's a stat. Over 70% of licensed realtors didn't sell a single home last year.
So SaaS has been getting the shit kicked out of them for the last 6 months. Figma's down 90% now. So the employees are in trouble, or not in trouble, but they didn't make what they thought they were going to make.
The Trump administration opened an investigation into whether Nike discriminated against white employees. I'm like disgusted by those files. I cannot look at it. It makes every conspiracy theory real. All right, Cathys, we are back. It is Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
Not just football, just the World Super Bowl is going on. Google just came out with earnings.
Okay, I didn't even see.
And, you know, the whole world is waiting on them. Its stock is basically flat. It's not doing anything.
Yeah.
The earnings are blockbuster, but they did announce they're going to spend $180 billion on CapEx, which is basically they're built out for AI infrastructure.
Yeah.
So that's big news. They did say,
which is better than Microsoft, because Microsoft lost 10 to 12% last week when they had
originally
earnings.
The stock plummeted and then it's rebounded because I think cloud revenue was insane. YouTube ads revenue was soft. They're still like, it's happening in real time. So we'll see how it plays out. And all that matters is what they're going to say in that.
But AI, that's all.
If you don't say AI 73 times and you know, I took a, you know, personal position in Google in August, and I got more excited about it because I was like, man, I would love to own Anthropic, and then they own like 10, 15% of it. They own 7.5% of SpaceX. So like, it's a good way to just get, you know, if you know, they're going to get a windfall from all of those things. And then Waymo just raised at
175 billion.
Is something crazy. And you know, 80% of the money came from them, but like, it's becoming remarkable how big of a business Google is.
Yeah, they seem like the safest bet of the Mag 7 because I would say them and Amazon because they're diversified. Amazon sells hard goods, so despite what AI does, hard goods you need toilet paper, you need detergent,
need all of it.
And then if they can use AI from a robotics perspective to lower costs for warehousing and shipping,
ship cash.
And Google, obviously, they have a monopoly on search, which I guess Gemini and all these guys, ChatGPT, are kind of eating into a little bit. Don't know if it's meaningful yet, but they have YouTube, which is bigger than every cable network and streaming service combined. And like they talk about Netflix, Warner Brothers, like why, like you're not even close to YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, like Mr. Beast has more viewing time than probably all the streaming networks combined.
I mean, my go-to, even like the last few nights when I was bored, I go to YouTube first, not Netflix.
I don't even turn on TV. Honestly, since football is off, I haven't turned on TV in 2 weeks.
I can't watch scripted shows as much unless it's like a Succession type.
I actually want to watch.
You're on travel, so you have a lot different. You have to get through a 4-hour flight.
Yeah. So planes, I literally don't watch anything ever anymore. I'm literally sleeping. I'm too fucking tired. I can't even like keep my eyes open. And if I do, honestly, I have a podcast on and I'm just using the podcast to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Just some like white noise at this point. But yeah, I think like Google, and then Microsoft has its kind of OpenAI dilemma. Like, I don't know if I don't know if this is a Super Bowl commercial, but
yes, they all are.
So Claude released their commercial,
and OpenAI has their own. So you I don't know if it's all happened last 20 minutes.
Okay, so I saw the Claude commercial, and it's basically a guy doing pull-ups and asking questions, and it's like this trainer buff dude, and you know he's pausing and acting like AI, and goes, well, you know, the guy goes, I want to get in shape. He's like, well, give me your height. Give me your weight, and I'll devise a plan for you. And then it continues on, keeps going down the line of questioning with these awkward pauses. And then before the end, he goes, well, let me sell you some insoles because blah, blah, blah. Basically saying OpenAI is about to put ads into ChatGPT, and Claude will not put ads. They made a stand, and they clearly, this must have happened in the last few weeks. They must have put that commercial together in like a week.
Well, if you look at the commercial, any of their software products could do that in 5 seconds.
5 seconds. But I mean, I think a commercial is what, $12 million?
At least, right?
12 to 16, they're saying.
And so Anthropic leaked their ads. Most of the big companies leak ads.
And all the ads are out already.
Yeah, they're out. And in the last 10 minutes, Sam Altman wrote his like counter.
Yeah,
it's like a 6-paragraph essay. Yeah. And he's just being sensitive, which I think is pretty kind of, I mean, it's Sam Altman talks more shit than anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on a podcast with Brad Gerstner, who's one of his investors, who just asked him a question. He goes, "Sell your shares, Brad.
Yeah.
Sell them."
Yeah.
And like, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
So why are you talking shit to Anthropic? Just do your own ad.
Yeah.
And he is doing an ad. He said it in his little essay. They're doing an ad, but they're talking about builders. Look, they're both great companies. Sam Altman's a genius. Dario from Anthropic's a genius. They're both geniuses. Just play.
Yeah. But
just don't get sensitive. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Sam Altman, unfortunately, like
he looks like Drake.
Yeah. His issue is that he's obviously not a well-liked person, and it's showing. He's very insecure. And now he's in this epic battle with Elon. And
yeah, he's got a lot of wars now. Yeah,
because he's got the actual like business war with everyone. Okay, everyone's competing with OpenAI. You know, ChatGPT. I mean, Anthropic, Google, Microsoft. Perplexity. You know, there's like 10 people going after him, and then there's a lawsuit pending from Elon, and I think Elon would lose $100 billion to see if he could.
No, he doesn't care. Elon tweeted, "I can't wait for the deposition of Sam Altman." Let's see what he says under oath.
Yeah.
So the thing with Sam and like this whole AI race, which is so different than what we saw between like Facebook, Google, Amazon, Apple, they all played nice in the sandbox while they were trying to kill each other. They didn't publicly go after each other. Yeah. You never heard Zuck go after Steve Jobs or Tim Apple or Satya at the time, Steve Ballmer at the time, Satya subsequently. They just all kind of were building, obviously trying to beat each other, but there was no emotional public-facing battle. The AI guys have said, we're taking this on the emotional battlefield.
Yeah, I like it. They care. I'm down with it. I think you should fight.
I don't care either. It's just funny that it's just different.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in this era of social media, you have to talk shit.
Yeah, like you can't let someone just beat you up and not give a response. So I think that's basically, I like it.
Sam, in part of his tweet, said there's more free users in Texas than Anthropic nationally. So that was his little dig.
Yeah, that's hot. I like it. Let them go. As a consumer, it's only good for us. And yeah, the prices are going down. Compute for us business owners is going down because we're not the ones subsidizing it. They are.
No, yeah.
And so they're competing on pricing. They're competing on output. They're all trying to beat each other, and we're off to the races. And one of the interesting things that happened in the last kind of 48 hours, Anthropic released plugins, and basically what that led to is plugins allow for basically apps to be built to be plugged into Anthropic, where you can kind of solve for very like specific use cases. So healthcare, legal, finance, and it scared the shit out of the market. Mm-hmm. And software companies sold off like crazy.
So SaaS has been getting the shit kicked out of them for the last 6 months.
Yep.
On the heels of AI coming, but no one really understood what that meant. And then when Anthropic released everything, I think it was Saturday, that's when everyone was like the come to Jesus moment. Like, oh my God, you could do all this stuff and for very cheap. So SaaS companies continue to like crash. Figma's down 90% now, and their lockup ended last week.
Yeah.
So the employees are in trouble, or not in trouble, but they didn't make what they thought they were going to make.
Yeah. And like, I think the problem is, and it's unclear how this is going to play out, but let's just take the most optimistic view from an AI perspective is that, okay, take Salesforce and HubSpot, which are these huge popular CRMs. The idea is basically, and I'm dealing with it in real time, so I'm going to give you my perspective. We are going to try to build our own CRM.
Yeah.
And we're going to try. If it does not work, we're not leaving HubSpot. We use HubSpot. But if it does, and I get to have this custom fucking CRM and we vibe coded it and it works, then yeah, fuck it. We're going in. And we're testing something right now where we needed a member in our operations team who's not an engineer. We were evaluating Zendesk as a tool. And Zendesk, for what we do, would have probably cost us $25,000 a year. It's a ticketing system, like customer service. And someone on the team, a young woman on the team says, I'm going to try if I could build something more custom for exactly what we need and combine two tools that we use. She built it. She was using it herself. We have now rolled it out to 3 employees. We're starting very slow and seeing, does it work? And so like, I'll report back probably in 2 weeks. We'll know.
Well, in 2 months, it'll be a different application.
Yeah. But my point is that like, we're one business, we're a small business. And if somehow replicate a $25,000 spend across one software we use, and it works, we're going to do it across the whole fucking company on every tool. And then we're going to build exactly what we need, not because like even in HubSpot's not the ideal tool for Ghost, but it's what we use because that's what's available. And we don't want to rebuild the CRM.
So Ben Horowitz was on Invest Like the Best. I think it released on Monday. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to it.
No.
Incredible podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to be my content, but
yeah,
he talks about numerous different things in technology, but he also said this AI release, because it's post-Claude, updated release. He's like, everyone thinking you're going to disrupt Salesforce and SAP, like these companies aren't just going to disappear. So I think everyone needs to kind of pump the brakes. He thinks the SaaS companies have been overcorrected.
Yeah, I believe that.
Which is what he said. He's like, you think they're just sitting on their hands? Like, oh, Cloud's here. You guys win. It's kind of what we said about Google 2 years ago when they're like, oh, Google's giving up. Yeah. And we're like, you're out of your mind if you think Google, we never said they were giving up, but everyone else thought they were giving up. Yeah. So he's like, this is a joke that you think these, legacy software companies that have been innovating for decades, right? It's not like they're old school brick and mortar retail that just didn't come with the times. Then the same day, Jensen was at a Cisco summit saying the same thing. Yeah. He's like, you guys think this is going to disrupt the legacy software? Sure, they're going to have to adapt, but it's not like they're going away. And then the third thing I'll say, what everyone, and no one's bringing this up, and I talked to my close friend Amit, who's an actual technologist, not like a Twitter technologist. Yeah. He says what everyone's underestimating is security. Yeah. He's like, all these companies think you're going to use a Claude plugin. Yeah. Guess what? Your data is open to any hacker. Mm-hmm. Your credit card numbers, email addresses. There's data breaches all over the world by the biggest companies. Yeah. But typically, even when Coinbase had 1% of their user base get hacked, you know what was leaked? Your email address and your home address. And they try to phish you to sign up. But they did not have my password. Yeah. They did not have my login. Yeah. They didn't have my...
Well, that's where legacy software will win because...
And the other thing, just to add to that, companies have spent tens of billions of dollars in cybersecurity. Yeah. Coinbase has spent tens of billions. Microsoft, probably hundreds of billions. Yeah. Over decades, right? Yeah. Like Facebook, same. I would honestly, unless you're just a super small business where you're trying to save a little money, if you're doing this at scale, the security and you underestimate, you're toast. Yeah. If your company's customers' credit card emails and your strategy and everything's just on the open web.
So the one thing I'll tell you, as someone that is vibe coding daily, Lovable security has serious, it fucking calls out all the security issues. So when I add a feature to something I'm building, it says, pause. This is a security risk. I can fix it. If I fix it, this is the implication of it. And on that project, the Zendesk project, our engineers had to check to make sure the security, because it was the same issue. And they were very impressed. And so the AI is getting fast too on the security step. Here's where I think it actually plays out. The large company will still use a Salesforce because of security. It's an insurance policy, right? So you'll pay the premium for it. The main issue is this is the same challenge that Google, and this is why Google can do it. Google is okay with disrupting search because they've been expecting this for a decade. And so they've made their bets.
Yep.
They're the largest shareholder of Anthropic. They're the largest shareholder in SpaceX, Waymo. They have a diversified business. So if Gemini just becomes more powerful and searches like, revenue goes down, or maybe they're more diversified, Salesforce effectively has to be a different product and cheaper. The prices, everything is going. We're in fucking deflation mode on software costs. If they don't go down, we're going to the guy who will give us the best price and the security. I agree. The security is the big opportunity for the Fortune 500. You'll still make them pay because they can't take any risk. But 10-person shop selling fucking plumbing, what the fuck do they care?
Yeah, the 10-person shop, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible for small businesses. Yeah. But the large scale business can't afford it. Like if you're SoCal Edison, and if all of our emails, passwords, credit card information leaked, where we live, all of it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So I think that's the most underrated. I don't know why it's not talked about by everyone.
Well, I think it's just everything's just happening so fast, right? Yeah. Like this Claude bot and Claude plugin was announced this week.
Yeah.
So Claude Cowork and plugins, and everyone's just like, it's too fast.
Yeah, because even Facebook announced that they are now using Anthropic for their engineers because they don't think they built their meta planet as good. But the question is, are they letting them use metadata, or is this for new products?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't work for Facebook.
Yeah. It's exciting. Speaking of deflation, this is pretty big news. PepsiCo is announcing price cuts across Lay's, Doritos, and that portfolio of snack brands up to 15%. And, I don't remember during Sleepy's presidency, there was like shrinkflation talk where basically prices stay the same. And
they just give fewer products.
Yeah. And
instead of 100 chips, you get 75.
Exactly. And I think what's like, I think retailers and brands are now truly feeling just the economy. And you're seeing that like so much of the inflation that happened over the last 5 years is clearly no longer sustainable. So my example is I'm out all the fucking time and I pay attention to pricing all day. Happy hours are back everywhere. There's not a fucking bar, restaurant does not have happy hour. That was gone 2 years ago. There was literally not happy hours. Even on La Cienega, the big car wash next to Nice Guy.
Yep.
It's always busy. They have, hours where pricing is cheaper now. And so like, if those are like, popular bars, car washes.
Can I just give you an anecdote?
Yeah.
Mobile car wash is just as cheap as driving there. Meaning the guy that comes to your house.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Because like the idea in the past was going to a car wash was like $20. Right. And then you would get it. Now you have people for 35, 45, they'll come to your home.
Yeah.
$50 maybe. I don't know. It depends where you live.
And depends if you have a bigger car. If you have an SUV, it's probably 60.
Yeah.
But you're paying 60 if you go there with tip.
So what's interesting is these are the places where I see prices coming down. I do see it in food. It's finally fucking coming down.
And just to add why I think this is fairly significant. So if you go to a gas station, whenever I go to fill up gas, I walk in, I'll get a Quest bar, Diet Coke, whatever, some snack. I would say the majority of people are showing up with exact cash on what they want to buy from the convenience store.
Yeah.
I don't think people who shop at where they sell most of their shit actually just blindly use a credit card like you and I do. Like if I'm getting a Quest bar, I'm not looking at the price.
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But someone else that's buying Funyuns, they'll be like, no, I want this one instead.
I got $3. I got it, whatever I can get for $3. Yeah. And I think like just inflation as a whole, it was so out of hand that like in certain parts of the economy, I'm seeing price drops. So like the other place where I see price drops, I'll share with my anecdotal price drops. Uber has dropped price. Mm-hmm. Demand is definitely.
Well, they have to because of Waymo.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. And I'm going to share this. I don't have a car at the moment because my lease ran out. So I'm like looking for a new car. So between getting a ride from my wife, walking, Ubers, I'd be like, so only last week was Waymo like substantially more expensive. Like Waymo to my office was $40 and Uber was $20. And then this week, Uber is $19 and Waymo is $14.
Okay, that's a big difference.
Yeah. So it's like, it's fluctuating based on demand. But I look at Uber pricing and there's no surge pricing anymore. It is not expensive. To the airport, it used to cost me like
$60 probably.
$60 on an X. If I needed like an SUV because I had a bunch of shit or whatever, $120 for a black car. I got a black car for $60.
That's crazy. That's cheap.
$60. And by the way, like my $20 Uber rides, the black car demand is clearly down. It's sometimes cheaper than UberX. So there are price. I think Waymo, this is where like innovation gets exciting because it's like driving price down. Here's an area where the price has just exploded. I'm looking for a new car. I've been driving the last 3 years a GMC Acadia. Sleeper car, midsize SUV, huge trunk space, not wide, so it's easy to park. It's like honestly a dream car if you have family because the trunk is huge. So I've been trying to find comparable cars. $631 is my payment. That's what it was. I want the same car. Guess how much it is now?
$840.
Oh, $800.
But you know what's crazy? If you just go a tier up, the Mercedes rates haven't changed.
So I got offered the GLE, same size.
Yeah.
$640.
Yeah, that's cheap.
$640.
That's cheaper than what I paid, and I got the discount.
Because they have a special.
Yeah.
So either there's no demand for...
I think that tier is in like the middle.
Yeah.
Right? The Mercedes SUV, because that's what we drive at home. And it's middle tier. It's like you're not spending the money to get a
Range Rover. Yeah.
Range Rover or like any of these fancy like Urises or Bentley. Those, I'm sure prices aren't coming down.
No. Definitely.
And this is like, do I need the GLE or can I go $200 cheaper and get the GMC?
Yeah.
Right?
But
I'm saying it's obviously met in the middle now.
Yeah, but now it's stupid. GMC is more than a Mercedes. And then I test drove a Kia Telluride. Great car.
Kias are nice.
But not cheap.
And a lot of Uber Blacks are Kias now.
Yeah.
It's a good scam.
Yeah, it's a big scam. It's like, it's a Kia. It's like, it's made like a Kia.
But it is comfortable.
I know, but it's not cheap.
No.
It was the same fucking price. It's like $750, $800.
Uber thinking they can charge Uber Black for a Kia is pretty offensive.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. But, you're talking a Kia is now $800 a month. And so there's that part of the market where the costs are continuing going up. Obviously, health insurance blindly goes up every year. They don't even
it's 20%.
Don't even look at it. It's just like
they're better than SaaS.
Yeah,
they're the opposite of SaaS.
Yes. It's just like do whatever, just fucking keep raising. It doesn't matter. So I don't know. Those are like my anecdotal. Flights have not come down. Flights have only come down for like really popular locations.
Okay, so if you don't mind asking, and are you going up to Santa Clara this weekend?
Yes.
How much is a round trip?
$400.
That's like a normal weekend.
It's cheaper than a normal weekend.
Yeah.
I got one way on United from Burbank to San Jose, $189.
Yeah, that's cheap.
And then I got $220 on Southwest. Southwest is always $220 each way now. That's just like the new hack.
What a great marketing play they had. They came out with the cheapest flights and they just slowly raised everything.
They're not the cheapest ever.
I know. And it's still the shitty experience.
No, well, now that you pick
your assigned seats.
Yeah, I had to pick a seat this time. Well, obviously you have to pay you pay $20 extra to pick your goddamn seat.
Pretty impressive what they did.
Yeah. It's like they're not, the only convenience is it's the frequency of flights.
You get every hour.
Yeah. You basically, especially you're going to their destinations. But like when I go to Vegas, I fly Delta. It's like $120.
Yeah, Delta's cheap, and at least you get the 2x2. You don't have 3.
Yeah, it's like a sardines in there. So, but yeah, I mean, like, just think about it. It's Super Bowl weekend.
In a typical year, that should be a coach LASF Super Bowl flight should be around $700-800 minimum.
Yeah,
and then if you have the right times, probably over $1,000.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, probably. But Vegas wasn't that expensive 2 years ago. I don't remember it being expensive. There were so many flights.
I'm actually curious.
I know, but yeah, I mean, I think one, it's Seattle and New England. I mean, there's not LA fans.
What I'm gathering from the Super Bowl this year, and tell me when you get there and come back, you obviously have the corporates. They're always going to be there, right? They have to. And the NFL itself is like tens of thousands of people, right? But employees, players, everyone. I don't hear about the riffraff going.
You know why? Because it's San Francisco. Like, it's not a desirable location if you're riffraff. Like, 20 years ago, I would have just gone where the Super Bowls. I wouldn't have gone to the game.
Yeah.
But like, the Super Bowl should only be, probably, in my opinion, Las Vegas and Miami.
I would say Scottsdale too. I think they do a great job.
Yeah, during waste management, it's fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. But okay, so those 3 locations, it's warm.
Don't do New York City. Waste of money, time.
Cold. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah.
They just have a lot of hotels.
Like, obviously, I'm happy it's in LA next year, but LA's not good at these big events.
No.
Because too spread out. The reason why you like those cities,
Scottsdale, you can walk to everything.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, depends where you're staying. But like, I like a city where the density creates the entertainment. Whereas, like, think about it in San Francisco, the game is an hour away,
hour and a half.
Yeah, depending on traffic, and then the city is the NFL experience and people staying.
Yeah, because if you've watched any of the sports shows, they're all in Santa Clara.
Yeah,
Radio Row's in Santa Clara.
Got it. So if you're a player,
if you're part of the league, which is if you're a fan, you want to walk around the city and be like, oh my God, ESPN, there's Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
You just want to see these people.
Yeah.
Like,
but if they're in Santa Clara and you're staying in San Francisco,
no chance you're seeing any of them.
Yeah. And then the commute back and forth. Yeah, it's not a good. Someone posted even on Twitter, a sports reporter, I think this is the last time San Francisco gets the Super Bowl.
It was funny. Pat McAfee
can't like it because there's no vibes.
He's Santa Clara, right? Because he's just doing Radio Row and he's out. So he's going to do, there's no chance he'll be there after Friday. He'll do a show Wednesday through Friday and bounce.
Yeah.
And he opened the show this morning was saying like, look, I was warned this is a dangerous place. Be careful where you go. There's, a lot of homeless people that may rob you.
Yeah.
And I just walked from my hotel to the set and I didn't see anything but a trolley. I was like, you're in Santa Clara. You're not in San Francisco.
Yeah, he has no idea.
He has no clue. Now it's like, this is not San Francisco. Santa Clara is a suburb.
And one of the richest suburbs in the world.
It's right by San Jose Airport. It's 10 minutes away, right?
Yeah. I mean, that area, it's where everyone in big tech lives.
Yeah, it's like going to any nice suburb in America.
It's like a Newport Beach almost.
And I thought it was funny. And he had Golden Gate Bridge in his like background of the show. And I was like,
you're close.
Close. Like you're closer to LA than Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, it's great. But yeah, I'm curious to see how the weekend is.
Because I mean, we know enough riffraff. I just don't hear them unless they either have to work for, whatever reason. Like obviously the HW guys have to go.
The thing is like the riffraff. Yeah, I think
I know the SF tech scene. Their shit is popping. I've already heard what kind of dinners and events are going on, but they all are from there.
Yeah. So, but they would have probably done that anyway.
They're just going to do their own private thing. They could have done it any weekend. None of them give a shit about the NFL.
Yeah.
But it's an excuse for them to all get together.
Host people and do something. Yeah. I'm sure there's people a lot of people in town.
And they get corporates.
Yeah. I'm sure all the banks are there. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. But I do think I
do have FOMO no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, I think like, I don't know. Miami is where I have I think it's the best place for the Super Bowl. It's like horrific for traffic, but
that's the only downside. Getting from Brickell to the other side.
Yeah.
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah. But it is, I like that you feel the energy of the city. San Francisco, you're not going to feel it. Maybe near the NFL experience or near Santa Clara, but
and it's Santa Clara's just corporate NFL talent, NFL players, NFL broadcasters.
Yeah. Fans
aren't going to go there.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. What's crazy is like you hear all these things about AI replacing jobs, this and that. Here's a stat that I don't think has anything to do with AI. Over 70% of licensed realtors didn't sell a single home last year.
That's bad.
I don't know how much you sell in a given year. What would you say, 50?
Half of LA is real estate agents.
So everyone has a real estate license.
Anyone who went to our college.
Yeah, USC is a big real estate agent school.
Real estate agent school.
We're like, in Wharton, everyone's like Goldman Sachs. Here we're real estate agents.
CBRE.
Yeah, big CBRE school. And I think the interesting thing is obviously housing market is frozen until interest rates come down. And then the problem is everyone who, I think like 35%, I forgot the stat, like 40% of homes have no mortgage.
Interesting. So they paid it off?
The boomers.
Yeah, the boomers have paid it off.
Paid it off. So what's their incentive to sell?
And what's their incentive to move?
Nothing.
And get into a new mortgage.
Yeah. And they pay.
And if you're a boomer and assume you have kids, they're gone.
Yeah.
You don't need to go anywhere new.
Yeah, exactly. So you have this whole cohort of people that have no mortgage. And then there's a whole cohort of people that they're locked into a very low mortgage. And then let's say there's a third that are in a shitty mortgage that need to sell their home, but they can't because it'd be underwater. And then the market's soft. Like I saw in my neighborhood, there's not a whole lot of homes for sale. I think there's 3. And the one that was been on the market for 2 months had a price cut of almost 5%, which I still don't think that's enough to sell the home. Like I think it's going to have to be like 20%, honestly, at this point, because like specifically speaking on the LA real estate market, unless it's like the most desired location, people are just sitting around waiting.
And I think there's enough content out there that buying might not be the right thing for everyone.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's clearly dented the market.
Yeah.
And that's like I think a 6-7 year kind of trickle down.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, the stats are like pretty staggering. Under 30, no one owns a home.
Yeah.
Whereas I remember when
I would say it depends on the city. Like I think in Los Angeles, under 30,
it's impossible.
Possible. I think when you leave the state and you start going into markets like Texas and Florida and Tennessee, where like the outskirts, you can buy a home for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. There's a lot more home ownership amongst young people.
Yeah, because they also have families younger.
Yeah.
So they have families at like 24.
Yeah. And so
by 30, they're like, we need a home.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, but real estate as a profession is effectively like, it is one of those things that like drive people crazy because you're paying 3% to someone.
Yeah.
And the problem is, back in the day when the home was selling for $300,000, okay, to do a bunch of work, you deserve $9,000. Today, the home sells for $5 million. I'm like, I have to pay you $150,000.
And you did a showing. That's all you did.
Yeah. Maybe
you said, oh, the plumbing's not good.
Yeah. Whatever. Let's assume there is real work involved besides doing showing. It just doesn't justify the rate that these people are getting paid. So I would assume like, this is the opportunity like an Open Door always had that
Yeah, I can't tell with Open Door because I've not looked into the numbers, but there's a lot of buzz that this is their moment. Yeah. Obviously, the stock got killed. Then it became a meme stock and started going up.
It's back to getting killed.
But they do have, if it ever were to go that direction where it's automated, they are going to be the leader.
Yeah. I think they'll get tailwinds when the housing market comes back. So like Trump announced to the builders, well, I want to build 1 million homes. So the problem is where we need building, you can't get approval. You need to build 1 million homes in California. Who the fuck can get a permit to build anything? They haven't even started working on one of the fucking Palisades homes.
Yeah.
Or Altadena. I don't know what Altadena is at either. Like,
so I actually Googled it before we got here, and I should have known this, but Altadena is technically not under the LA mayor.
Oh, wow.
So it's independent of the LA mayor. And so that's why it's not getting any pub. The LA mayor is like public enemy number 1.
Yeah.
So Palisades is under her purview.
Yeah.
Which is why we hear about Palisades. We don't hear about Altadena.
Yeah.
Which I think, I don't know who's the official for Altadena.
And I also don't know the progress. We only hear about Palisades progress because it's very public.
And because we're under LA mayor.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see like this real estate agent job. What does it look like a year or 2 years from now? Because
I think it'll always have the super high end.
Yeah, you have to
need the high touch.
Yeah.
If you're going to spend $20 million on a home, you want someone to give you champagne.
No, well, not even that. I want to know the inside scoop on the neighborhood, the people, the home, why are they selling. You want to know everything.
Like, was there, a death in the street or robbery or what? Yeah. And you'll never know that off public record.
Yeah, it'll be pretty interesting to see. All right, moving on. Man, Nike. Nike's the funniest company. So, I obviously have been very vocal about Nike and calling it a boomer brand. And, there's a lot of buzz about the brand because they did a Costco collab. So the brand that's supposed to be
high end.
No, forget high end. Cool, innovative, young. Just to be clear, the average age of a Costco shopper is 55 plus. We do a fuckload of business with Costco. I know that retailer.
I think that's Nike customer.
That's my point. It just proved that it is a boomer brand. Literally, the most exciting thing Nike has done since Michael Jordan is Costco.
Well, LeBron and Kobe, you got to give them credit for that.
I would say the most exciting thing Nike's done in the last decade was Virgil Abloh collapse.
Okay.
That to me was like big hype, excitement. Travis Scott was a big thing, but it keeps running. It's whatever. But then outside of that, Travis Scott is for a particular audience of people, right? It's not for everyone. Virgil's not for everyone. Okay, Kobe, LeBron, but that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's
not fucking 10 years ago. 20 years ago, those shoes came out. Costco is literally for old white people. It's that is the audience. And by the way, very wealthy, huge customer base, but it's that's fine. But that's what Nike is.
Cooper Flag went to New Balance, right?
New Balance, yeah.
So Steph has worn every shoe.
Yeah.
He's worn On. He's worn other Nike shoes. He's worn Kyrie shoes, which is Anta. I think he should go to On. His next chapter of his life is golf.
He's On. He's more Roger Federer than he is.
And he resonates with the golf crowd.
Yes. On's the perfect brand. He wore, not only has he been wearing On, he wore the On Loewe collab, which is my favorite shoes. Just, it's $700, but it is awesome luxury athletic sneaker. And so he, to me, is perfect fucking fit for On. And they both crush it.
Yeah.
And I think it would elevate his image.
And if you think about just rewind history, that was probably Roger Federer's smartest decision of his career. He made $1 billion.
Well, yeah. He's not going to get that benefit, right?
No, he's not. Yeah. But Federer, On wasn't On. Yeah. He was the first.
Yeah, he was the reason why everyone took a look at the brand. Great move. But the other reason I wanted to talk about Nike, this is really funny. The Trump administration opened an investigation into whether Nike discriminated against white employees. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission chair has worked to dismantle DEI policies since taking the role last year. It's just insane. I'm curious to see. Obviously, they're suing him, so we're gonna have discovery.
Nothing ever happens when these things transpire.
No, but information comes out.
Information will come out, whether it affects the company or not.
No, I don't think it has an effect on the performance of the business at all. But I'm curious if they actually did.
Yeah, it's just. Both sides do it. They just bring these people in front of Congress, just berate the fuck out of them. Yeah. And they get their clips. They go viral in their local communities. Yeah. And they move on.
But yeah.
Ted Cruz had Ted Sarandis show up to Congress and just scream at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
About how he's left-wing propaganda.
Yeah.
And Sarandis just has to take it.
Yeah.
You just have to sit there.
Nike CEO will come and say, we did not discriminate.
And Sarandis was he's like, what are you going to do? And he goes, well, it would be bad business. 40% of our users are liberal. 40% of are conservative. Yeah. Do you think we want to lose 40% of our business?
Yeah. What are the other 20? Independent?
Yeah. He said 20% independent. Or don't know is what his words were, don't know.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Elon's back to making deals. Just the ultimate circle jerk. So Elon makes a bid to buy Twitter. Obviously didn't have the money at the time. Gets a consortium of people.
$40 billion.
$40 billion. I think maybe $44 billion. I think when it was all said and done. And Larry Ellison, Silver Lake,
Andreessen.
Everyone lines up. Everyone clowns the investment because the company, revenue went down. They fired a lot of people. It felt like it was a terrible, terrible investment. They start launching Grok, which is their AI tool, start getting momentum, raise a bunch of money at $70, $80 billion valuation. Full circle. SpaceX now owns X.
Yeah, at the time, I remember saying it's the worst deal possible, but everyone knows they want to be in the Elon business. So no one was actually underwriting it to whatever Twitter's business was at the time. They don't care. Because at the time, in my opinion, I didn't think he would be able to do this. This is fucking next level.
Yeah.
It was just like, you want to get into the next SpaceX round. Guess what? You're buying my shitty Twitter company.
Yeah.
And everyone just lined up and did it.
Yeah.
Which was the right move.
So now, if you are a Twitter holder, you have SpaceX stock.
Yeah. And you're already 3x, I believe. You're from that
Twitter.
To your Twitter valuation. And then if SpaceX quadruples.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Elon could also be like, everyone says he's brilliant, but he's also like an incredible deal maker. Like his like idea of like, because now everyone's like, is the final frontier Tesla SpaceX just folds into Tesla and it's just super company.
And I think the speed that which he works is what is phenomenal. Like XAI, the Twitter or the AI version of what he was building, he spent like $100 billion buying GPUs. He realized that's all you need.
Yeah.
He goes, I can figure the rest out, and building out data centers because he can raise unlimited money and he knows he can get the capital. So he's like, okay, I'll just catch up to everyone in 6 months.
Yeah.
What OpenAI took 11, 12 years to do, he did in like 6 months.
That level of pressure in the industry has caused so much innovation. Like Sam Altman, Dario, Elon, Satya, Sundar, these guys are they're stepping on each other's necks. Like a model released swings a stock price.
It swings the entire American stock market.
Yes. I mean, like if like today or tomorrow, I think this week we're expecting like OpenAI's new model, Anthropic's new model, Google's new model. It's literally swinging.
Yeah. OpenAI is going to have to release before the Super Bowl. Yeah. Because Anthropic came hot.
Yeah.
And now they're dissing him.
Yeah.
In 2 days. Sure, only people like us that are following it are looking at the ads. The whole world is going to see these ads.
Yeah. And they're like, what's Anthropic?
200 million people probably.
Yeah.
And probably 1 billion impressions when
the ad just keeps yeah. It's a great ad, the Anthropic ad. I haven't seen the open ad.
I wonder if people will get it though, if you don't pay attention to AI. Because the purpose of the ad is to be like, this is stupid. Like listening to an AI bot.
Yeah, but I think it's the mockery of like what's happening.
Or was it just a fuck you to Sam?
I mean, when you're worth 400 billion, spend 20 to piss someone off. Who gives a fuck?
Not even 20. You mean like 20 million?
Yeah, 20 million.
That's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. 20 million, like
it probably pays for their snacks.
Literally. Who cares? 20 million to like put a fucking stake in the ground. This is what I also love about advertising. This is the most prime opportunity for RFK to ban pharmaceutical ads. It may be the most golden era to do it. It will not affect broadcast rights because all the AI companies have to advertise now. OpenAI and Anthropic and fucking Google are advertising like fucking crazy now. Billboards. All the billboards in my neighborhood are fucking ChatGPT.
You're in a city where that still is like very concentrated, right? Like when we talked to Drama, when he went home, no one's talking AI.
No. But I'm saying like that's not the point. The point is I'm saying people don't want to ban pharmaceutical ads because they want the advertising industry to collapse.
TV industry, movie industry, all of it.
I think if you like from a business standpoint, you go to the big AI companies, you understand what is your TV budget. This is how much pharmaceutical. We want to fucking ban them. Can you guys pick up the fucking tab? It's nothing for these companies.
No, it's nothing. Like even
spending $5 billion on ads for these guys is fucking a joke.
Yeah, well, I mean, even the sports league rights deals, they're like $10 billion a year.
Yeah,
that's nothing
for these companies. Is absolutely not. That's my point. Is that like if we all believe pharmaceutical ads should be banned, this is the moment to do it.
Yeah, if you're on social media, every other ad is Wegovy.
Yeah, everyone. Zeptitude.
Yeah, Zeptitude, Wegovy, whatever Ozempic's doing.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't listen to it yet, but I saw him's ad, which is basically like giving luxury health access to everyone. I think that's a brilliant ad. And I think they'll get a big bump because
their stock has gone through a roller coaster. Skyrocketed, went down.
I'm a longtime believer in that company. I think.
Yeah, I don't know the people who run it. I don't even know who the founder is.
I don't know anything about the company other than that, like everything there. whatever surface level stuff I see, it feels like a modern healthcare company that like is going to be accessible to a lot of people. But I'm a believer in it. All right, here's the last bit of news before we move on. This got published, I think, this morning on Bloomberg. Basically, a small data company called JuiceReel is saying that Kalshi has basically, like the casual bettor on Kalshi loses more on prediction markets than traditional gambling,
sports gambling.
Yeah, and that like the like it is like 2x worse how quickly people lose their money.
I think the velocity you can bet is 100x.
Yeah.
Right? At least sports, there's only a finite number of games a given day.
Yeah.
You can bet on anything.
Yeah.
Like you can bet if Trump's going to say big in a speech.
Yeah.
You could, anything is bettable. And you can create any market.
Yeah. And I think the problem with it is like,
do you think there's going to be regulatory action against Kalshi and Polymarket?
There has to be. I think, by the way, like, I think we got to take a step back on gambling. I think it's fucking out of control.
I'm indirectly exposed to both Kalshi and Polymarket.
Through crypto?
Through funds. No, I'm not a direct investor.
I think they have to have regulatory. By the way, I think fucking FanDuel and DraftKings.
Both companies are like making their funds returns.
Oh yeah, those are generational businesses. But you could have regulatory and still like be a very successful company. A lot of companies.
Yeah, what do you regulate? Who can set the market? Because at least the sports, it's a league is setting the Cubs
How about
versus
cap the fucking spend, cap the losses. On an individual account, you can only lose $1,000.
But then that would be like you should cap someone's Uber spend because some idiot spends $1,000 a day.
No, but that's not gambling.
I know, but it's
I don't know. I think there's a problem with gambling with young men.
Or your Postmates spend.
I mean, sure, you're too fat. Stop eating. You don't need all that Postmates. Postmates is like an addiction too. Amazon's an addiction. Postmates is an addiction.
Because it's too easy.
Yeah, it's too easy. And I think I'm so annoyed. I feel so bad for 18 to 35-year-old males fucking losing so much goddamn money.
Yeah, because options trading, it takes, even if you're doing not short-term overnight, because you can't do that on Robinhood, but you can do a week out.
Yeah.
It takes a week to lose all your money.
Yeah.
This is 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like even during COVID, when we were fucking around in the office betting on options for public stocks, it would take us a week to lose all of it.
Yeah. We lost everyone.
We lost everyone.
Yeah.
But at least you had a week to play around and look.
It's bad news. I think it's really bad news, and I think they got to figure out how to fix it, because it's an epidemic.
Yeah,
the gambling addiction and prediction markets have gone. They're in the way they're so you can bet on anything, you can bet everything. Just like everyone's just gonna days people bet. Honestly, like I'm so grateful I've not placed a bet since 2016. Because I would be up in prediction markets ass right now. Pause.
Well, I think we're boomers. That's why we're bringing back pause. Yeah. Only Joe Budden says it.
Yeah.
Have you listened? He says it every other sentence.
Pause?
Yeah, on his podcast, which is a big one.
Stop saying stuff you have to pause. That's a problem. He's an idiot.
I also think as you get older and have kids, I don't know, but most of the degenerate gamblers I know all have kids, and this is their.
As I'm saying, all males have a problem right now. It's too easy. You're sitting at home.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Winners, losers, content. Who's your winner?
My winner is the technology industry, despite what stocks tell you in the last couple of weeks, where a lot of things have hit a pretty big correction. I think this is an opportunity for anyone, and it's part of my content, so I'm going to combine them. The Ben Horowitz podcast on Invest Like the Best. He explained two really...
All the big companies are barely off their highs.
Barely off, but they're just not going up 10% a week, which is what they were doing the last 5 years.
Yeah.
But the software is getting crushed.
Yeah.
And a lot of growth stocks have gotten crushed.
Yeah.
But he explained a few things like how, the obvious thing is like the agriculture. There's no agriculture jobs anymore. But what he did say is that while technology will create inequality. There's no question, right? You have Facebook engineers that are getting $100 million a year packages.
Yep.
You have AI researchers that are going to get paid $1 billion.
Yep.
But he also said this is another iteration of technology where everyone has a chance to participate.
Yeah.
And capitalist societies, all you want is a chance. There's always going to be inequality. And in any society that's ever existed where they take away that chance, the government just controls that chance, and the society fails. Yeah. Like if you go back in history for all these different countries that have failed trying to implement socialism and communism.
Yeah.
And this is another iteration while you have to be a capitalist.
Yeah. I'm sitting on these tools all day and I'm reading about it and like, man, it is such a golden era right now. Like if to be like an adult that has some understanding of what's going on it's like the biggest gold rush I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, great. My winner is Super Bowl week. It's my favorite week every of the year. I just love football. What is your prediction for the score?
34-20 Seahawks.
Okay.
Two touchdowns.
Big. So you blow out.
They're 5 points favorites.
Yeah. I'm going to go 21-17 Seahawks.
21-17. So you think Pats are covering?
I think Pats are covering. I think everyone thinks it's going to be a blowout.
Person you're going to the game with says blowout. Not your son.
Yes. Yeah. Mikey says complete blowout. Yeah. He could be right. I mean, I don't honestly, I didn't watch either of these teams.
I watch a lot of Seahawks.
And I didn't watch any Patriots. I only saw them in the playoffs. And like, unfortunately, the Patriots can't move the fucking ball.
Yeah.
But they also played in snow and whatever. This guy's got to throw the ball. Sam Darnold looks like Tom Brady. Like, and
their running back Walker is incredible.
But it does feel not a hype game because there's no stars. Like it is for NFL, I think it's like the worst case because at Super Bowl, like last year was like a wet dream for the NFL. It's Mahomes, Kelsey, Taylor Swift. It was Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Cooper DeJean. It was like mega stars of this sport. And Sam Darnold and Drake May are just like not those guys.
Yeah, Darnold might be after this because last year he balled out in Minnesota, and then this year he's at the Super Bowl.
But it's also personality.
Yeah,
right?
He doesn't have the personality.
It's like even Drake May doesn't have the personality.
He's also 23. He might learn it. Like I don't like Brady at 23. Probably isn't. Brady now is magnetic, charismatic.
Yeah.
He probably learned that along the way because he's a psychopath and he just will learn it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And then, Bad Bunny is going to be Roger Goodell came out and said, they're obviously approving the fucking set. They're not risking the whole thing. Basically said there's no political statement being made at the halftime show. Just enjoy the show. Shut the fuck up. Basically what he said in his press conference. Yeah. So I don't know. I can't speak for Green Day. Those guys are reckless.
They don't mind getting kicked off the stage.
They don't mind getting banned off everything. Yeah. That's their act.
Yeah.
Loser of the week.
Pro Football Hall of Fame. They include Robert Kraft or Bill Belichick.
They hate them.
And Tom Brady went on one of the podcasts and said, I guess I'm not getting in either. Imagine if at least on first ballot.
Is Robert Kraft, this is first ballot?
Yeah. Him and Belichick.
Owners I get.
Jerry Jones is in first ballot. Not this one, but old ballot.
That's ridiculous then. Because I didn't know owners can get into the Hall of Fame.
It is a
Bill
joke.
Belichick is insane.
8 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
6 with the Patriots, 2 as a coordinator.
Yeah.
There's not a more successful coach.
They don't like his babe.
I don't know what
or
they don't
cheating.
Like. It's Spygate.
Yeah. They're like, you got to wait. But who votes for the Super...
50 writers. Goodell says it's not the league.
Why are you giving all these power to writers?
Yeah, well, the sports shows have made it clear. Like Stephen A. Smith said, I'm never talking about the Hall of Fame ever again. He goes, this just made it useless to me.
Yeah. Does he vote?
No, he doesn't have a vote.
My loser is Billie Eilish. She's going to lose her home. The Tongans have decided to the tribe that they used to live on the land that she stole are now open to evicting her. They've hired an attorney. And, she's going to be homeless. Okay. So I feel bad for her.
You should let her live in your guest house.
No. I live on stolen land too. That's an unbelievable piece of content.
Well, they went after her because she's political.
Yeah. And the tribe saying it's stolen land.
I have other content separate from the...
Okay, what's your content?
Matt Benz.
I don't know who that is.
He's like a cyber security, like tangentially involved with the CIA. Was
not Mike Benz, the guy on Joe Rogan all the time?
Yeah, that's him.
Mike Benz.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, I think you said Matt Benz.
No, Mike Benz.
Okay.
Listen to the last episode.
Yeah. I love his conspiracies.
It's not even conspiracies.
Yeah.
It's like facts.
Yeah.
About how the CIA's operated for decades.
Okay. So
and even
where is it on? Joe Rogan?
Yeah, Spotify, wherever. YouTube.
No, but what?
Yeah, on Joe Rogan's podcast.
So it's not the episode from like a year or two ago.
2 days ago.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. I'll just give one tidbit and you can get how much more in depth. I'm only like 40 minutes and I fell asleep to it last night. So the Vatican Bank, which is obviously owned by the Vatican, sovereign territory. You know where the Pope lives? It's sovereign.
Yeah. It's like its own country.
Yeah. So it's like, they can do whatever they want. In the 1940s, the CIA used the Vatican Bank, and the CIA wasn't even formed then. It was called the World of War. They used the Vatican Bank to basically launder money to fund organizations around the world because it can't be tracked because it went through the Vatican Bank.
Wow, crazy.
And even, not to keep talking about Ben Horowitz, he said JP Morgan was they asked, so the question for Ben was, why aren't VCs, you're the first VC to be like public facing.
Yeah.
Everyone else kept their mouth shut.
Yeah.
He goes, one, most VCs in the 80s and 90s were like, we have the magic. Why would we tell anyone what we do? Because we don't want competition.
Yeah.
But he also said and it started in like the 1900s when JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs were funding both sides of World War II.
Yeah.
Because they were letting everyone just use the bank.
Yeah.
And then now we have the British Virgin Islands, which the CIA is using, and the Epstein stuff. Holy shit. Yeah. He is the best deep dive.
Yeah.
And I'm only like very short in.
All right. I'll listen to it. I liked him last time. He's kooky.
He's smart.
My content, Super Bowl. I don't know if I haven't turned on the TV since the fucking AFC and NFC championship. Literally, TV in our house is not turned on. Can you believe that? Because it's just, what do we watch?
Mike Benz and Joe Rogan.
I mean, I don't really watch March Madness. I'll probably watch Final Four.
Yeah.
I'll watch Winter Olympics.
I will not.
It's fun. You'll get into it.
I need a star. They have to start marketing a star.
Yeah, Lindsey Vonn. They're marketing her.
Doesn't she have a torn ACL?
She's playing. She announced yesterday's back
in a brace.
Yeah,
I'll watch that.
Yeah, I think they're banking on her. Like NBC or whoever has the rights, they're banking on Lindsey Vonn.
You need stars. I think Summer Olympics, they do an incredible job of stars, whether it's women's gymnastics. There's always like a USA girl that...
Maybe USA is just not good at Winter Olympics compared to we are in summer.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no snow.
There's plenty of snow in America.
Not in Utah. Everyone in Deer Valley is pissed off.
Oh, because it's a bad season. I've heard the rich people complaints.
Rich people are pissed.
Colorado too.
Yeah, Vail, everywhere.
And Mammoth, even though there was so much California, is done.
Mammoth was good the week I went, and then it got too hot.
Yeah.
It was 80 degrees.
I mean, it's like 90 right now.
Yeah, it's literally
outside
90 degrees.
our office.
Yeah. All right. So football, and then it's Winter Olympics, then it's World Cup, and then we're back. College football last week of August.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be enough storylines for football to carry you through the summer.
Yeah. And then there's some NBA stuff, maybe LeBron gets traded.
Yeah. The NBA peaks in the offseason.
Yeah.
In terms of audience engagement.
Yeah. All right. Some comments and some shout outs. One is from @Carlos SR3394. You guys need to read more of the Epstein file shit. It's way worse than I could have imagined, and the conspiracy theorists are mostly correct. PDF files all over the place. I'm like disgusted by those files. I cannot look at it anymore. It's like I want it off my timeline. I can't consume it. It's too much.
I thought you guys did an incredible job as a first salvo.
Yeah.
Talking about how ridiculous this whole thing is.
Yeah, I mean, it makes every conspiracy theory real.
Everything's true.
Yeah. It's nuts.
I think from now on, when you hear something crazy, prove to me why it's wrong.
Yeah.
Not prove to me why it's right.
No. It's the other way around. The news has to be all conspiracies, and then they have to eventually defend it in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
Then that's how the news has to probably have to operate. Last one is at Safari AD. Haven't listened in a while, but you guys remind me why this is one of my favorite podcasts. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Still the best, still number one, still entertaining, almost 10 years in the game.
We'll see. I know obviously you're going to be at the Super Bowl. I don't know when the game ends, but likely we won't be back till Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Drama's not going to watch.
No, he said he's watching.
Is he?
Yeah. Because he texted me, he's like, where are you watching? I go, San Francisco, brother.
Well, Santa Clara.
Santa Clara, whatever.
Maybe we'll do a recap or we'll just wait for you.
All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. If you live in the West Coast, enjoy the weather because it is popping.
And just one more shout out because Lindsay told me how excited Nigel was that we shouted him out at school.
Yes.
It's a big weekend for you, Nigel. Another shout out.
Big one for Nigel. Well, they won. They did big at the Grammys for Bad Bunny and now doing the halftime show.
Hopefully there's controversy. It's good for his business.
I think the controversy could be he wears a dress. Like, don't do anything political, but wear a dress.
We'll find out Sunday afternoon Pacific time.
I have no inside information, but a dress would really be the thing that ticks everyone off. Like a little broad top.
Well, his hands are going to be full if he's wearing a dress. Nigel's hands.
Yes, he'll be busy. All right, everyone. Have a great week.